Hi everyone, Tabi Pun. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Naila Dela Azahra with MPM 233111024. Here I will explain about public speaking. First, we should know about definition of public speaking. Public speaking in general can be defined as oral communication, either done face to the public or to a specific group of people. Public speaking itself is not only in the form of filling a workshop or seminar. When we do a presentation, it is also included in public speaking. The definition and method of public speaking can also be interpreted as the art of speaking or the art of making speeches. Okay, next, things to understand before we do public speaking. First, understanding your audience. Before you start preparing your speech, it is important to understand who your audience is. This will help you customize your message to their interests and needs, as well as ensure your presentation is engaging and relevant. 2. Self-confidence. With confidence, you will find it easier to say some things and establish two-way communication. Confidence can also make your aura radiate better. Next is eye contact. When we're doing public speaking, make eye contact with the audience. Eye contact is very important. It is a sign that you are talking to the person in front of you. Eye contact will make you look more authoritative and confident. Next is body language. Use good gestures and in accordance with the points conveyed to attract the attention of the listeners. Next is example body language. First, cherry picking. Used in explaining a specific point or taking an important point from an explanation. Cherry picking. 2 is dealing card. Give the impression of being open, involving the audience in participation. Dealing card. Next is finger counting. Finger counting. Used when explaining something that is structured on conveying a point. 4. Knife. To emphasize a sentence. Knife. Last is right and left. To explain the comparison between this and that. Next is the method of public speaking. First is impromptu. The speaker or public speaker does not prepare or read the material, but only thinks about what problems will be conveyed to the listener. 2. Manuscripts. Before starting public speaking, the speaker prepares the material to be delivered, then reads it in public according to the contents of the speech. Usually, this method is used in official speeches. For example, speeches in state events. Next, memorize. This method is done without the use of any scripts or material. Memorize relies on the power of memory and mastery of the material. 4. Extempore or using notes. Extempore is considered the best public speaking method because the speaker is free to improvise, maintain eye contact, is more communicative, and the conversation is more controlled because there is systematic material. Next, the most important thing of public speaking. First, voice volume setting or intonation. Intonation is the high and low of the voice, the rhythm of the voice, and the tone. When doing public speaking in front of communicants, make sure the tone used in the usual daily tone when having a conversation so that communicants feel like they are being communicated with instantly. 2. Good articulation. Speaker must learn correct articulation or train how to speak clearly before doing public speaking, such as practicing A, I, U, E, O or other alphabets, so that when we speak, what we say is heard clearly and not fogily. That's why the listeners do not feel bored and always focus on the speaker. And number 3 is body contact. In the body contact, there needs to be understood elements such as A. Positive body language. Flexible volume but still pay attention to articulation or pronunciation. Intonation and accentuation or emphasis on words or sentence no different from the opening in the body content section. All of these defaults must be attached to speaker. B. Set the theme and purpose of the story. Optimize the use of the 5 senses when conveying the theme to the listener. C. Try to be well structured, organized and measured. No need to ramble. Dance and repeat it in a style that captivates listeners with the characteristics that the speaker has. If interspersed with the storytelling method, make a story with an impressive plot. Next, the purpose. The purpose of public speaking is divided into several types, namely 1. Motivating. This purpose is often used by motivators, teachers, and bosses who want to see their audience grow. With your public speaking skills, you can deliver the right motivational message and influence someone's mindset so that they become more energized. So, informing something. The type of information provided is also quite diverse, ranging from science, current news to announcements like the result of social movement research. The success of speakers attempt to inform something is measured by how well the audience understands, retains, and applies the ideas presented. Next is influencing the audience. In the world of public speaking itself, convincing the audience is fundamental goal. This implies that information in the speech has been achieved and delivered effectively. Professions such as sales often use these skills to influence consumers to buy the product they offer. 4. Controlling situation. Public speaking can also be a good way to control certain situations. For example, even events is less crowded and there is silence, the speaker can take over to make the atmosphere lively again. 5. Entertaining the audience. Take the example of stand-up comedians who use this skill when they are working. When stand-up comedian delivers their jokes, they are not only utilize funny stories, body gestures, and facial expression, also take part so that the message conveyed can be entertaining. Okay, next is public speaking function. Public speaking plays a significant role in everyday life. It helps in various situations such as presenting at school or college, sharing ideas in a group discussion, expressing opinion in a meeting, or even speaking in front of family and friends. With good public speaking, you can convey your message more clearly, inspire others, and build better relationships with those around you. Next is 2. How to improve the ability of public speaking. Step 1. Study and observation. Learn public speaking styles and techniques from experienced speakers. Observe how they utilize body language, voice intonation, and emphasis of words. Step 2. Prepare the material well. Prepare your presentation or speech material thoroughly. Knowing and understand the topic well will give you more confidence when speaking in public. Step 3. Practice. Practice makes perfect. This is the most important stage. Try to practice speaking in front of a mirror or facing a small audience first. Regular practice will help you overcome anxiety and improve your speaking skills. Step 4. Ask for feedback and evaluation. Always ask for feedback from the audience or a recording of your own presentation. This will help you identify areas that need improvement and make improvements in the future. Okay, next is benefits of public speaking. Increase self-confidence. Speaking in front of people can help us to increase our self-confidence. This will be very useful in everyday life or at school. 2. Growing leader skill. A good leader needs to know how to coordinate well with his or her members. That's why a leader needs to know how to do public speaking well. One form of implementation is shown through self-control in leading its members. 3. Easy to get along. Other benefits can also be obtained and felt in daily socializing activities. A reliable speaker always has a way to keep communication going. The interlocutor will feel comfortable when talking to you. Of course, you will get a wider circle because you can easily get along with new people. Okay, number 4 is can convey ideas smoothly. Public speaking is one of the best ways to convey the ideas in your mind. Others will never know how to get of a thought you have if it's just tucked away and never shared in public. 5. Increase knowledge. By communicating to many people, public speakers can gain new insights from interlocutor. This skill can also be a tool to measure your ability to understand many types of audience. Okay, next is conclusion. Public speaking is the ability to communicate in public, which includes various activities such as lectures, speeches, presentation, discussion, or other activities. The person who does public speaking is called a speaker. Public speaking skills are widely used in various professions. In addition, public speaking is important for some professions that prioritize speaking skills. True, public speaking also people can understand each other. Well, there's some explanation related to public speaking. I hope what I said can be listened to you all. Bye bye.